Case counts rise in Summit County. Frustration from parents on the rise as well. Right now, the county prosecutor is investigating how the school district handled masking after one school exceeded their threshold for cases. ABC4's Nick McGurk on this story for us tonight. He's live. And Nick, another school has just triggered the threshold as well.
That's right, Glenn. So the first school was earlier this month. Now we're talking the third school, Ecker Hill Middle School. This is the first day they had mandated masks. What happens here is if more than 2% of students test positive for COVID, masks are supposed to be required. A lot of parents out there, though, they're concerned that what happened at that first school might have caused this. They're saying masks were not required.
A lot of shock.
Chris Choi says her shock is echoed by hundreds of parents in and around Park City. As COVID cases rise in Summit County, she says trust in the Park City School District has collapsed.
Masks were not enforced and were actively being discouraged.
Here's the context. Summit County Health Department requires any school with 2% or more of students testing positive to mandate masks or face shields in that school. But parents at Parley's Park Elementary, they allege that simply didn't happen when the school had more than 2% of positive cases. Those allegations went all the way to the Summit County prosecutor, who has opened an investigation.
For a threshold to be exceeded at one elementary and the mandate not be enforced is only begging further community spread, which could be what's happened to Trailside.
2 weeks later, a mask mandate went into effect at Trailside Elementary, and then today at Ecker Hill Middle School. Spread that so many in the county got vaccinated to avoid.
So we're looking at 95% of those eligible in Summit County have received at least one dose.
Summit County Health Department's Derek Moss. He says the vaccine rates here are tops in the state, including among 5-year-olds and older. But the rise in cases is happening, he says, primarily among the unvaccinated.
What we're seeing now and kind of coming on the tail end of now is what was happening with Halloween.
In a school board letter released this week, parents were told a week after the controversy at Parley's Park, the health department conducted inspections and, quote, every walkthrough has shown that Parley's Park has been in compliance with the mask mandate issued in accordance with the order. But Choi says that was a week after, and the school district should have complied then. A disappointment, she says, for a community that stepped up for vaccines but got let down by the district.
We as a community and as parents of students have been following the district's direction and request for the last 2 years. Why isn't the district doing the same?
And certainly we went to the school district today and we were told there were statements online and there was also a board meeting from last night. They only record audio and not video. So we did listen to that. Broad concern from a lot of parents, but the district says this. They can't comment on the active investigation that's being investigated by the Summit County prosecutor into what happened at Parley's Park around the first of the month. But they do say they are actively preparing all of the other schools in the district to implement mandatory masks if that 2% threshold is triggered. Live in Park City, I'm Nick McGurk, ABC4 News.